And now we wait. Actually, are you fully charged? KB Security, the CEO's office. Hi, hair. I really need a haircut. Or maybe I don't, but at some point. Actually, the shampoo kind of like helps my hair feel thinner.
Thinner?
Well, not thinner, but it doesn't make it feel as thick as it is.
Oh, okay.
So, it's nice. Because it's like I shower and it's like I use a shampoo and it's like, oh, hey, my hair feels like 10 times lighter than it actually is.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I'm gonna get some water while we wait.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think the notification that I'm live has gone through yet.
Oh.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Mm-hmm. You should say that it was it's a early stream. It's an early stream. Early-ish. Huh?
Blame work.
Blame work, yeah, blame work. Uh-huh, blame work.
Garlic powder.
Yeah, not garlic salt.
Garlic salt. Just put some salt on top of it.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I realized I was doing after.
I mean, that would definitely be a cause of it.
Yeah, is this thing?
Just a tad.
Yeah, you know.
Just a tad.
Yeah. And so, I'll do my dishes.
Everything old is new again.
Yeah.
That's true. Excuse me. I'm trying to give somebody a shout out here. We have a lurking Steffi, but when I hit enter, I put in the slash command. It's like that somehow I don't think that works.
I don't think so.
But hey, what do I know? Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're back. So where we left off last time? Last time we left off, we had gotten Ron DeLay off of the larceny, I think is what the charge is technically called. Because he was accused of stealing a sacred urn, and he didn't help by saying, oh, I obviously did it. But he was, accused of that. We got him off of that. Well, then it was revealed that, he was in the office at KB Security, and this is where there was a dead body found. So,
Now he's brought up on charges of murder.
yeah.
Since by our own admission, we're the ones that placed him using a security card.
Yes, but to be fair, we didn't know about the murder.
Which Vidoni knew about.
Yeah. And he neglected to tell us this because, well, no, I know why he neglected to tell us this. Or maybe he didn't know, or maybe he just found out. I have no idea. Anyways. That's where we were, so now we have to prove Ron DeLay innocent of murder. Because we have had heard multiple reports where he's not, guilty. Or he wouldn't hurt a fly. So you know. Well, that's where we left off. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls here look thick. It's like just like you'd expect in the CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything, Maya? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. The prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel sorry. I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho, ho, ho. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits? Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way it goes for us detectives. Wow, I know I did. Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. You didn't know that? He was one of the head people that was in charge of saving you when you were kidnapped. Is it bad, the fact that saying kidnapped with Maya is normal? Anyways. Now this left us sober, maybe we can start investigating? Alright. Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work. Just a little hurt on the eyes. What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. It's a huge file about mask to mask. It's filled with info on it. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information on his methods and the crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Eminon? I think I'm saying that right. $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask has stole now. So then, the $100,000 is the value of the stolen item. I don't know, the number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. Detective Coach is not looking cool, let me just scratch this down. Wow, look at the huge frame photo. Tall mountains rising majestically with a dark and cloudy sky. There's still written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? This guy didn't get out enough, or he had problem with the weather. Maybe if he had lived longer, he would have seen some better days. Hey look, there's a button. Let's see. Hey, cut it out! Don't press that! That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is this button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written there. Hey, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? You're the one that pressed the button! This alarm is connected to the basement's guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? That's possible on the night of the crime. Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. I think I better go talk to the guard about the emergency buzzer. supposed to be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, this looks like a super soft chair. Let me just try it out for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel like a CEO. Hey, you. What about a cup of something expensive? Some expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life. The victim sat there before his filter now. Files. There's a lot. These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. I can't get between the two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying it. Looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one at a time, huh? Looks like they're filed. Looks like they're filed with a bunch of files. Yeah. Files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. And it'd be a good night's reading. If you have insomnia. Even if you have insomnia, I don't think it'd be a good night reading. There's maybe something a little more exciting, like UFOs or something. UFOs. Oh, wow, this safe is unbelievable. I bet 4 pearls would fit in there. Are we really going back to that, Nick? And there's a bunch of doohickeys attached to it. It's pretty amazing, alright. Motion sensors, heat sensors, weight sensors. Damn it, come on, let's open it and take a look. If I broke into one of those, if I broke into one of these, wouldn't that set me down a path to Hoodlumville? This rope, you think it fell out of the safe when it opened? I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think the string shows how the horse was lying. You mean the victim, he was killed by being crushed by a safe door? She can't be serious, can she? Alright, let's talk to Gupshoe, because we've already talked. I'll examine those things, so... Then after we have to go talk to the security guard. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what we know about the murder. I'm okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on! What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help. Okay, I get it. I'll tell you. Stop crying. Still start crying, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security. Probably means Kane Bullard Security. A pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 AM this morning. His estimated time of death was roughly around 1 AM in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in his throat. It happened exactly at the same time the Master Mask was stealing the urn. Oh, cerebral hemorrhaging. Blunt force trauma to the head. Lovely. So, why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. Safe? Well, I guess it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must have been shaped when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billard. Maybe he started getting his name right. So, what happened to Master Mask? He's in the detention center, screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. Oh, no. I didn't mean him. I meant he's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean Detective Atney. Oh, that was great. The guy got what he deserved. Now that's the detective I know and love. Just think about it. Atney was always around when the calling card showed up. He's always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the scene of the crime. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you know he was just a thief. And that would explain why he was able to retrieve the stolen item that he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did it to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. Well, there's one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. Yeah, the Tear of Emnon? There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Okay.
Hey, there's a guard there. Haven't I seen him before? It's pretty small, but it's hard to see. But now that she mentions it... Not gonna mention you get me? Oh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy! The way he just turned on evidence like that! To do that to Mr. Wright! I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Professor Godot? Prosecutor Godot is quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I've never even heard of this guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said it was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's the Iceman, and he's an Iceman in court. A maverick. That gives me the goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him. So I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They just all turned the other way. I have questions. I'll ask you those questions later. Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. This Godot guy acts like he knows me and has this grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. What gave you that idea? Yeah, no. You're all set. Yeah, no, there's something. Yeah, no, there's something. Yeah, no, he has some dark secret. Hates Phoenix.
Yeah.
Why does he hate him? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, that's good. What else is really something else? For a security guard, this office doesn't feel very secure. EV security guard. Uh-oh. I just remembered Larry might be. Hey, Nick, what's up? Oh, so he is here. Galaxy? The spider will crawl underneath and kill you, will crawl underneath the ground and come up inside your Great Wall of China. Or just climb over it. That's what's gonna happen. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? Hey, you got my sweet little Maya with you too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And then walks in an angel. I got no problems with the daytime dates, all good. No, that's not what we're here for, Larry. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Larry. We defended. You literally said yesterday that you were my first client. He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, I've got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing it with my sweet Maya. But Ike here's a different story. He'll find a way. He tries going through it. It happened to me before I made the wall. That's why I made it. The first house I made, he broke. He hit the wall until it broke. Oh, nice. So I'm assuming there's a way to kill them.
So you're at the CEO's office, right?
No.
No?
We're, security room.
Oh, okay.
But Larry, I thought you were old school buddies. That was then, this is now.
And the big bags.
Not yet. Something's written on the poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. No other way. Just hit them. Well, this doesn't sound serious. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Obey your superior. Respect thy superior. Smile at thy superior. Salute thy superior? Buy donuts for thy superior upon command. I did not know Kane Bullard was, I can't think of his name. The guy from Lego City. Who hates Chase McCain? The chief of police. Dunby. Oh. Couldn't remember his name. It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with a real genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Survive a fight and survive a fight of club versus spider. My mini mallet is the strongest weapon in the game, so the only way to kill them with anything is so that's the only way to kill anything is in the game. Mallet, handheld weapons, and bows, skill giant clubs. Okay. Alright, so I'm glad there's like distance weapons. That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior. Actually, kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spilled on the machine, over at the machine, you know. Don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess.
Examine the pink bag, the white poster, and the orange, not the orange jacket.
Actually, there's regular size bugs. Just super small. Well, yeah, I know, I figured. Close to an ant size, actually. Yeah, no, because it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I love how that fact that that's how the game is called. It's like, grounded? Oh yeah, that's the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids game. Great marketing, but it's just funny. Hey Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Did you know... it's hung right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She's scolded me enough of me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got a greenhorn? So, why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. And the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, and that's what they call an accident. It doesn't have the suspense. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what will happen, huh? It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Leslie?
Yeah.
Oh, take a look at these things here. Nick! Hey, Larry, what are they? Did you say, Hey, man, it's not like I have to know. It's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were some kind of decoration or something. Oh, boy. Oh, well, let's wait. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway?
Well, apparently he doesn't stay there very long.
He finally decides on a career. Okay. Still, to use the bow, you need to make a lot of arrows, and it's a pain. So if you're not careful with the spiders, they're near the flowers with thorns. Okay, so the thorns are like the sharp ends of arrows. Okay. Question. A very important question. Is there a story to Grounded? Like, can you become big again? Or are you permanently small?
Well, is it Honey I Shrunk the Kids?
No, I haven't seen else examined. No, I know. But the game isn't Honey I Shrunk the Kids, it's something entirely different. It's People compared to Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Those screens, they show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And that's my job to keep a steady eye on all of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. How do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation. If you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright? Oh, yes. Alright, that's all. Yeah. Yeah, there's a story. That is the whole point of it. To become big again. Find audio logs to find out how to get big again. Well, it isn't a bad way to recognize the game. LOL, it is Honey I Shrunk the Kids in a nutshell. There are even audio logs of a scientist who made the machine that shrunk the kids. He even said he had the kids. He even said one of them, he had kids. I have a feeling the dad shrunk us. Okay. On purpose or on accident? And Grounded? Not Honey I Shrunk the Kids in. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? Keep a steady eye on the monitors and use the mic for communicating. Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate. No, but yeah, I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room. Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency? I guess I'll start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would be calmly looking for her reading glasses.
They don't know who the old lady is, do they?
Oh no, they know who it is. No.
I didn't know if Phoenix did it.
Oh no, they know who it is.
But she can't seem to keep her up either. So.
Well, she left Global Studios. And then she was working for the hotel or... That's what us security professionals call teamwork. Even my pearls could run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh wait, sorry, I forgot you have my mind readers. Oh, hey, we got the Smells Like Oldback trophy.
Yeah, that's why I told you to do all those. There was no reason for it other than that.
I need to go back to Wright's
So it's
room.
not everything that. This is once you examine these, you'll unlock. You know.
Well, no, I need to talk to Larry. No, I need to go back to the past games one of these days because I want to platinum the game.
Talk to Larry, get info, security guard, and night of the crime.
Alright. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard. I'm a pro. I can't just give away information for free. What's the bribe? The professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kid... Most likely acting like in movies? Okay. Welcome to the stream. What's up? How's your day going? Hey, I like this. I like that. This kid has got some claws. Alright, you really want to know? Yes. So tell me. Okay. So the thing is, the Rondolite was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. You follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Rondolite was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Larry, that's you. Like, maybe skipping out of work and go pick up some hot chicks or something? No, that's just you. So what is it like being a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I got by alright, I guess. The first time I have to keep my eye on the monitors all the time. Monitors? They're security cameras, set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fall out. My eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if you see someone suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm not an amateur either. So if that's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. So you were in the office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment. And I'm dumb. Even if it is part-time, and you're dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break! Don't try and pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right? You know... No, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, like I say, that was then and this is now, okay? Looks like
I don't know if you're gonna have
the stuff to break a Cyclops?
No, because I don't know. Do you have the CEO office card?
I think so. Yes! CEO office key card.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna present the Nagatama?
Looks like I'm gonna have to break his Cyclops after all.
Because I know you didn't go to the CEO office first.
I did go to the CEO office first. I had to go to the CEO office. Because it was
okay.
we went because we had to press the button and it's like this button goes down to the security room, so we had to do that.
Okay.
So I got Kane's list from the CEO office, I got to see the CEO buzzer, the autopsy report, and then so I should have gotten everything.
Take that!
I'm just gonna chuck this Nagatama at you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was really hoping Cyclops weren't gonna be in this game. I thought it was gonna be a whole new mechanic. So, how far are you into the story galaxy? Also, how's everyone's day been? I know it's a bit of an early stream, but I have to work at 7 in the morning tomorrow, and I did want to stream tonight because streaming next week's going to be up in the air when it comes to Thursday. So, we'll see how it goes, but I wanted to just get some streams in before that. On the night of the crime, you were hard at work like you were supposed to. Oh, okay. So, is the story of Grounded kind of similar, in the sense of, like, similar to Subnautica? And when I say that, like, you know, you can just do whatever you want, but it's kind of like 50% exploration, building, and whatever, and then 50% story, or, like, you know, 70-30? What? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been in the office? But you didn't sneak out of work just yesterday. But didn't you just sneak out of work and just see Miss Delight? But that was, and this is this. Is there any chance you snuck out of work last night? Never! I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll even bet you on $1. $1, wow. Now that's confidence. What's the drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you even have evidence that I left my position, or are you yanking my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened. That would be the wallet, right? Oh. Take that! Quiet feels like it's the right thing. There is a map telling you where to go a lot of the times, but I never use the map for that. I don't want to finish it. Well, I mean, you can... I know it doesn't have the same effect, but you can replay it. Plus, the game's first boss was added last month, so I feel like the game is either never ends or is far from it. Oh, probably. If this is just their first boss they're adding, probably. This is the key card to the CEO's office, right? Yeah, that's right. So the key card was found inside a wallet. This wallet, you know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. Yeah. Okay. 1 o'clock in the morning. That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from your security guard office. Yeah, but there is something you didn't think about. And what would that be? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murder might have taken place, might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. And it was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling he still doesn't get serious in this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck in to the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Take that! Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I know what it is. Hold on. Not camera.
I don't know. It just
Oh yeah.
Take that!
You know, this is Larry. He was working as a security guard. I guess I didn't realize he wasn't in the last game.
He wasn't in the last game?
Yeah, he wasn't in Justice for All. You see him a lot in this game, though.
Yeah.
You do.
People like Larry.
Huh?
People like Larry.
I'm not sure. I know people like Miles, but it doesn't surprise me when people like Miles. He could be considered attractive, which he kind of isn't. Well, I mean, if you like video game... What? No, this isn't Larry the Bird. And his name is not Larry. No, I don't know what his popularity stance is. But people like Miles, because he has the tragic backstory. He has the, broody look. For some reason, people ship Miles and Phoenix, and I don't know why. I think it's because they're best friends and... Gumshoe? You mean the one that's still in the game, or do you mean Mike Meekins? Yeah, Jeff isn't his name either. Stop saying his name wrong. I don't know his stance on popularity though. I think he's funny. Larry, wrong time, wrong place. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. The keycard data has already been made public in the trial today. Meekins? That doesn't surprise me. It's kind of a... He was interesting. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that's supposed to go through me. Yes, but you do know two can play at that game, especially with the haphazard controls. Boy, does that sound arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. I mean, you're not wrong. No way. Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah, no. Oh, I knew it. It was all my fault. It's all my fault. The boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there's something I can do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I've got a bad feeling about this one. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before it was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one who does the puckering, isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry, it was all my fault. How can I ever make this up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? He is curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything? Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll at least get we'll get one useful bit of information from him. Nick! The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected. Oh, just so you... Not that it really matters, I know who you're talking about. It's M-E-E-K-I-N-S. Which, I guess there's one less. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's how you spell his name. Reminds me of one of the Eds from the Ed and Eddie show. Ed and the show's a complete idiot. The one that was never uses the door to get into places. He uses the wall. Like he slams through the wall just to get when the door's right next to him. Oh, okay. Which one was that? I found that show to be disgusting, so I never watched it. That's right, just like my heart's connected to yours, Maya. What? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come right to your rescue, like the professional guard I am. Wow, that's pretty cool. They were all dumb to me, okay? I don't know which one is which. You would need to describe what you looked like. Thanks, I'll try. Again, Galaxy. That tells me nothing. I hated that show. I didn't watch it. What did he look like? Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Tell us, please. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. That's who I thought you were talking about. Okay, that's nothing. Okay. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, the adopt and wait and see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. I know who you're talking about, now that you say that. I think. I don't know. I'll check later. Let's go back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? That must be your record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did! Of course I couldn't have possibly made a mistake either. Do you think you could take one more look? For me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I can't say no to you, Maya. Oh, hold on, sorry. So what do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry can make you sick like that. What? What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off once in the morning around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really, are you serious? That's terrible, it can't be. Oh yeah, it's called a unibrow. I think, right? When it's like one... It's unibrow when it's like one eyebrow, right? Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember what it was called. Well, I knew what it was called. I wasn't sure if it had a different name. The treasures of the crown exhibit's all ruined now. Maya, I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure. Maybe we can label it the Urn of Masked Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Yeah, Phineas and Ferb, Major Monogram has a unibrow. I think. Or if it's somebody else. I know one of the characters has a unibrow. Oh, that's brilliant, Nick! We can clean up and be filthy rich. Woo! That was surprisingly easy. Can we still go to the detective agency? The Acme Detective Agency? Oh, hey! I smell Cyclops coming!
Okay.
Oh! It's you, Mr. Wright! Miss Andrews. Are you still hanging here? What are you still doing hanging around down here? So how's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that's been taken care of already. What do you mean? Oh, that. Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yeah. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really have the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that happened to find it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. No. I just heard all about it on the news today. So, the detective was actually the thief all along? It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the master to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Abney again? About 20 days ago. And when it was that Master Mask's, and when was it that Master Mask's calling card had arrived? Oh, that was about 10 days ago. Everything about Ed attracts attention. He breaks through the wall in the room. He lets his friends use him like a battering ram. They use his head as battering ram. Well, I mean, it's probably all squishy at this point. Oh yeah, no, I was watching this show, and I'm like, you look kind of fishy. Then it's like, then that happened, I'm like, oh yeah, no, you're definitely fishy. At least I thought he was. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hiring to guard. I guess that's it then. So Detective Atme must really wanted that secret urn after all. I guess so. Oh, what? So Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Oh, we were talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. No, it's just coincidence that, we see them. They're not going after, like, Penguin or Hugo Strange. It's just you know your brain's gonna make references to seeing him, it's Penguin. So the game's not directly going for that. That's just your brain saying, oh hey, he looks like Penguin. Demon's Ant looks like whatever. I actually didn't think the mask looked like Alfred. Thunder.
Yeah. Not so bad.
I'm gonna go close the windows upstairs. I will be right back.
I was looking outside and I'm like, yeah, it's getting dark.
Yeah.
It's getting dark.
All windows are.
Okay.
Yeah. It is starting to thunder, so if we lose power, that's why. Or if the stream ends, we lost power. No, we'll see. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Playing some Phoenix Wright. We're trying to find evidence to prove that Ron DeLay is not guilty of murder. After we just come off of being, you know, freed of larceny. That's just what he says, so he can have an alibi when he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo, dressed up as Mask to Mask pretty well. How his nose fit in that costume is a mystery to me. I'm so glad that you got the sacred arm back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. Welcome all bacon, yeah. What is it? I'm not exactly sure. But somehow the urn came back. Somehow that the urn came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Ooh, 3. Oh no, 2 Cyclops.
I don't know why.
Cyclops! Again with this shit? That's what I would be saying if I was Phoenix.
Okay, well we can't undo the Cyclops.
We go?
No. It just says talk to Adrian. The masked identity the night of the crime in the sacred urn. And then it says move to Wright and Company law offices.
I'm assuming we'll be seeing Pearl. Oh, because we need the urn back.
Yeah. Probably.
How his nose fits in the room and doesn't poke himself while he's sleeping. Why would his nose poke himself while he's sleeping?
Well, I don't know. It's a huge nose.
But you sleep on your back or your sides. It's not like this guy sleeps on his stomach or something. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secrets of the means that it means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect? Now I know that he was actually masked to mask. This must be incredibly embarrassing for them. Don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're just trying to make up,
Do you want to go back to...
I was curious what it would say for one here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're trying to make up for, by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he's a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. Well, murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? Hey, there's nothing like a good murder case, pal. Points of quality. Points for the quality of the impression. But I'm not sure good Gumshoe is bloodlust, Maya. Oh, shit. Again, he doesn't strike me as the person to sleep on his nose. He actually doesn't strike me as the person to sleep at all. You must be relieved that we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't look at me like that. It's obvious. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look. It says I am. I don't think so. But the urn makeup bag says Ami, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches all over it now. And I'm sure they weren't there before. I doesn't know, but 1 year ago the urn was broken. The repairers accidentally turned Mystic Ami and names into I am. And the repairer was mechanically unscaled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that the urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out when she gets back to Crime Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now I think about it, I hasn't been back to Crime Village in a long time. He doesn't strike me as one to sleep, so I don't think so. Well, I guess people still go to Crime Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well... Lately I've been thinking about heading to the channeling dojo, just to do that. A channeling dojo? Huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're gonna train, you have to be serious, otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is that what happened? Is what happened last year still bothering you? The murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. There was no... She was drugged.
Still a problem.
Huh?
Still a PTSD.
True. When a medium uses a crying technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So, when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over even forced by terrible crimes. And what's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a little bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the master of crying is going to be a heavy responsibility. I already told you, it's not me! A sad, pitiful whine that teeters into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't have enough time. Man, and we don't even have enough time as it is. Yeah, very well, I guess the police are going crazy. Just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was a thief, but now they've got they've got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. The guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check some other places, Nick.
Okay.
Oh, I already talked to you. We can't talk to him yet.
So did you miss something?
No. I don't know.
Did you miss something?
I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Hey, wait a minute, Maya. What's wrong? You copied the data without permission. Don't show it to him. You'll make him mad at us. So, what are you two whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Just my billfold. That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. Now I really want to know. Now I really want you to show it to me. No, I know. I was, 48. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Shane Boulevard. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bullard, pal. Oh, yeah, the victim in the case isn't me. Much of an impression on me. Well, it's sad when it's like, oh, Kane Bullard? Oh, I guess the name just wasn't very impressive to me. So, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was, well, you were the victim until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Oh, sorry, that was actually, I'm a little confused about myself. For some reason, I'm just babbling like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now there's a chance to get more information about the victim. Hurry up and ask. Can you tell us more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of the KB Security, right? What kind of company was it anyway? Well, the company basically sent security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had a chance to learn a lot of the secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and? And I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put this. But the guy was a real money grubber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough of it. Please stop leaning towards me like that. You aren't getting my wallet. Anyway, it looks like you did some pretty shifty stuff to earn millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, it's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah, oh, KB Security used to be the head security options against mask-to-mask. I mean, security operations. What? Really? Yeah, after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation took a real nosedive. So that's why Bullard. So, it was really Bullard who sent around the blackmail pilot, huh? Rain. Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright, did they finally finished their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Light, you lied to us before, didn't you? Oh, you see... On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from the Lordly Tailor department store. I always think there should be the in front of Lordly Tailor. A blackmailer got you summoned. Got summoned you. A blackmailer you got summoned. You got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money, and then that's where CEO Kane Bullard was murdered. But there's only one Ron DeLay, right? So the question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mr. Light, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Please tell me about it. Please tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Light, at the trial today, we learned the true identity. We learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? I guess it's true. I wasn't the one that stole the urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo. It's gonna be Detective Atme. So the night of the crime, you didn't go to Lordly Tailor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security. At the time, the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew my way to the CEO I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked on the door, but there was no answer. So then I used the car to unlock the door. That's probably when I dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Someone who looks an awful lot like Luke Atme. Anyways. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came back to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd died myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put him in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters, and I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delete kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delete, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anything. We haven't told anything yet. No, we haven't told anything yet. Goodness, alright. I was supposed to have tell her at some point. Sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out that I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief, she would never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became Master Mask for Desiree, huh? Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. The mask to mask, he must have gotten away, right? Oh, sorry. Mask to mask must have gone away, right? It says the article just disappeared. That's right! I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my mask and costume in the nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Oh, awesome! Hey, hold the phone! Oh, the guard in the photo, is that you, Mr. Light? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out, even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. But as you might expect, Detective Adamy found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Adamy found the mask disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's where Adamy got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got a chance to make my costume. That must have been real time consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of my blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? Yes. You got them starting when? Tell me more. Now. Hey, calm down, don't get so worked up. So, this blackmail letter, this is the first one you got? No, of course not. But, this is the first one ever called me out to a specific location. Thank you. I just used my hands. I will take a napkin though. Thank you for the host, Galaxy. I just happened to see it. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tears of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out your true identity? Just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof. I got proof it was you, so give up. It went on to say. In the end, I had to give up the treasure and went through all the trouble to steal. That's right. Hey a second, what do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one's saying about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. The plans? So what are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security, blind spots, escapers, and even suggested training methods. Newspaper clipping? Yeah. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Light is thankful for the person that was blackmailing him. So Mr. Light was a master mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I have to do is deposit the treasures I stole in the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about that? So, you went after the Sacred Urn because one of the plans too? Well, see, the truth is I never even seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Light, is everything you just told me the truth? Yes! Well, please don't tell Dizzy, okay? Well, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Campbellard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! I could never! I'm not lying! All I did was hide the body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I would have an alibi, right? I guess so. You really are clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Pearls. Mystic Maya! Hey! Pearly? I'm back! Hey, Pearls. What have you been up to this whole time? The Sacred Urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to the Crime Village and had it examined. And? What'd they find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said this was the real urn. Oh, that's a relief. I was so worried. But there was one small problem. Problem? The cute little pink splotches, they said that it's paint. And that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Oh. We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yeah, Mr. Nick. We gotta find out how they got there. Okay. Let's go find out. We'll go find out how they got there. Oh yeah. Please don't forget about me. We won't.
So we're gonna examine the open box. When you get there.
I was gonna say, is this your first time seeing Pearl in a long time?
Yeah, we got to her.
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having the urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. This box, there's something bothering me about it. There's something about this bothering me. That's the box that the Sacred Urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on there. Now, alright, let's investigate again, Nick. I'm assuming now I have the evidence to go in. We've read those. Mr. Nick, could this be the object that it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's totally the box the Sacred Urn was in. Now look, if you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right! And look, it matches! What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to become clear. So we're that much closer to discovering what happened to the urn.
Now you're
Come on, get down.
Take that!
The sacred urn. I will. I'm eating. Oh, Leo, let me eat. Okay. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It was obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same urn. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so this is the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted to the trial was genuine?
Take that!
Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Charles went back to Crime Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice. I don't see how... What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yeah, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing happened again. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that the urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think... Oh, okay. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
Take that!
Yeah, trying to find it. This poster. It was made recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
A poster? The poster for the exhibit. At this point in time, when the photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says on it. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. I am? What does it even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo was taken. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. And that must be the mistake. Now that must be a mistake. Now tell the truth. Oh wait, 4. Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It had to have been one of the people in the photo shoot. That's probably dropped it, and I'm sure that's what happened. Looks like she's not going to give up on the last cyclops so easily.
Take that!
Take that.
Well, Miss Andrews. What is that supposed to mean? There is pink paint all over this urn. Yeah. And there's pink paint all over the floor and the walls of the basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. Can't use a lot of this. But she's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint anywhere. Don't put that in the box safe. There's none in my office, that's for sure.
Not yet. the urn box.
Take that!
This box, the urn was stored in this. The urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes.
Can you people longer sentences?
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does exist, Mr. Wright. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, I tried to hide what I did. Well, it's not so hard to understand, is it, really? No. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. Crash. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was.
Of course. Arg.
I can totally see how that could have happened. Yes, Mosey, she is, I'm sure my understands. Well, it was the most important treasure in all the correct building. So I tried as hard as I could to fix it because the shards were pretty big. And that's when the IM got changed to
Ami?
I didn't know how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it was said Ami. Any sane person, really? Oh, pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When I first came here, I didn't see any paint. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used a golden statue to cover it. A statue.
Of course.
The first time we came down here, I didn't want to write the sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, and I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's what I did when I first saw it. See, now I'm making sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that.
Huh? What are your... I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover up the paint, so why would I move it again?
The
The step?
Yes, step. The statue was definitely closer to the door. And the next day it was moved, but why?
I don't know why it wasn't moved.
It looks like there's some connection between the secret room and the murder. Oh, go ahead.
Why? Why would you think so, Nick? You can read Phoenix a lie. Or I don't care. Are you tired of reading out loud?
No, thanks, but I'm gonna take two substances.
No. Because at night, the real thief, Ron DeLay, was at KG Security. So then why would the other mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact. The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that the thief is going to be making another appearance. Oh wait, we're at
Continued. Yes.
Oh,
we're gonna do the trial.
oh shit. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, yay! We get to see Godot again.
You're gonna press wrong on the statement. The blackmail letter I got and ordered me to go there.
Yeah.
Choose press harder.
Okay. Hey Nick! What is it this time? Look, sorry, I didn't sleep well last night. I have a headache, or, I'm just tired. You won't believe how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Next door? Yeah. You don't know about this, Nick? Where are you? Is it done raining again? Seriously?
What?
It stopped raining.
Yeah.
Why don't you know about this, Nick? They're having Detective Atme's trial today. Detective Atme? They say they're gonna try him as Master Mask. Already? That was fast. Boy, I'd love to see Master Mask's trial. I know. By the way, where's Pearls? Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. Oh, Ron! I know you don't like me. Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh? Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please! Don't ignore me! Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning! No one likes me. No one knows me if I killed someone. Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec. Don't you mean... You don't mean you're the murderer? No! Just the poor thief! Oh, wait. That's not right. A thief can't be poor. No, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from the second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending him to help him commit the heist. Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick? It's possible. But today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always. I'm afraid that's not an option. Courtroom number 6. Oh. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron DeLight. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Sure.
You're ready? Preparation is the last refuge of the week. Okay, settle down, everyone. Begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. He's got the judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again. Ron DeLay is simply too young to be set to war. That's all. I'm afraid I have no idea what you mean, Mr. Godot. Let me use you not more, Your Honor. Life is war. But this is exactly why you must be more precise with your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes. Well then, let me let me briefly summarize the details of the case. Well, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. Is that a sign of the apocalypse?
Really?
The victim was Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, at the time of death was estimated around 1 a.m. of the previous day.
That's where that lost kitten dropped the ball.
Now, this lost kitten, of course, that lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Very well then, Mr. Go. Mr. Guido, please call your first witness. Let's take a sip of my coffee. I never drink more than 17 cups a day during any given trial, but the first one is always the best. Oh, Mr. Guido, your witness? Okay then, let's hear from the defendant. Mr. Ron Delight himself has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense raise any objections? Maybe a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. You've got guts, Trite. Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand. You did it, didn't you? Yes. What? No. That's not true. For the moment there, I thought we had set the record for the shortest trial ever. Judge, let me just get one thing straight. when I'm defending, there's no short trial. There's no short trial. That'd be great. But with us, there's no such thing as a short trial.
It's never gonna happen.
Well, Mr. Light already looks plenty guilty with the faith in me. And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why'd you go to KB Security? Well, it's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear the testimony about what happened. It sounds so happy. Like, oh yeah, like people who do like video blogs. Like, this was my visit to the KB Security Company. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at the KB Security. The blackmail letter I got ordered me to go there. I had been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. "1 a.m., the exact time that the murder took place. The week get washed away in the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny. You know, you'd never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Excuse me. It ordered you there? It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmailer that ordered me to go somewhere. That doesn't mean
The first time. How many blackmail letters have you gotten?
4 or 5. Or 6 if you want to count this one. Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. Why don't we save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please, don't say any more. Now, What should I do?
That's harder.
So, what did the blackmail letter in question say? It said to bring $50,000. Money, eh? Perfect motive for committing murder. Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh, is that right? After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. Important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony. Yes, sir.
And then this, I've been working for Katie a year ago.
Alright. A muddy mudskipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. I've been working. I've been working in cave security.
Until a year ago.
Welcome, what's going on? We're in the trial, which is awesome. I thought that those would take a lot longer. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, correct? Yes, that's right. A security chief? You? Being a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge is an old grudge. Hey, boy, what's going on? I'm doing good, how are you? Streamed a little Sly Cooper this morning. We busted Murray out of jail. And we have 2 missions until the next submissions. We have to do the ghost mission on the ceiling of Bitch Face's hideout. Or Mila, I guess is what normal people call her. And we have to do Bentley's mission. The Bad Mojo Bomb, yeah, and then we're just playing this with one of my favorite prosecutors, which is exciting. I love him. But, you know, just get used to hearing that. Okay, thank you. How have you been? Have you streamed today, or are you working? Revenge is an old grudge. Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? This isn't good. I should change the subject. Why he was fired? Is that what it was?
Yes, why he was fired.
Mom?
Yeah, choose why he was fired.
You should go to Twitch for a second.
Playing some zombies.
Above that.
Oh, sorry. I saw the name and I just didn't.
What? Oh, no. No, this is a new stream. New stream. No, new stream. No. I've only been streaming for like almost 2 hours. If I was streaming since last night, I probably would be in like Recipe for Tournament at this point. Alright, nah, no working. That Black Ops zone? Is that Black Ops? Zombies? Black Ops? Call of Duty? Something with zombies? Exactly. Alright, why he was fired? Mr. Light, please tell us why you were fired from your job. Oh, well... Fallout 4. Okay, then I take it back. Defendant.
Okay, so you're gonna present Desiree to the state with the blackmail part in this video.
Okay. Defendant, please answer the question. Well, I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. Come again? KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was security team chief, you stole some data and sold it. Mr. Bullard found out and I was fired immediately. What? I wish I never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it a secret and made it seem like I quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good. Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. How's your day going today, Sir Frank? Hey, Apex Legends. I still just, it's like a battle royale game. If I actually were to play any battle royale game, it would be that one, because that's the closest to like kind of like Overwatch. Because it's not, you know, it's kind of like a team thing. Because it's a game meant for kids. I think it's like rated E or E10. Basically, it's a kids game. I think. I actually don't know what the rating on this game is. Nice! Yeah, I don't know what the rating on this is actually. That's a fabulous question. You do well to remember that. Huh?
Rating was rating.
Well, R rating. When we're playing, there's swearing involved, so yeah, that's an R rating. He sure told you. So you admit that you stole data from the company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. So what did you do with your oldest? We have family coming up soon, so we'll be doing that. Mostly. Maybe. Who knows? This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. Oh man, this whole thing's just took a big turn for the worst. Crashed and blew up. Now I'm on planet 45446b. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster.
Could you have so much faith in Phoenix?
Wrong button.
So you're gonna present
Dizzy.
It's like Desiree Delight.
Desiree, Desi. The Black Panther doesn't scare.
Objection!
Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Oh, what doesn't? I think you must have been scared. Very scared. Of having a certain person find out of your secret. A certain person? Oh, nice. Oh, it sounds fun. For Christmas party, we do it's called the Yankee Swap. Basically, it's like you all bring gifts, and then you each pick a number. And so, you'll bring if you want to participate, you need to bring a gift. So one year I did a movie night thing. So I got a bunch of movies, and I got just a bunch of movies that looked cool. Then I put some candy in there, some popcorn. It was really cool. Actually, I got one of the movies because the people that took it didn't have a Blu-ray player, so that was cool. Especially since I like that movie. It was have you ever seen a dinosaur before? Not with skin on it movie. During the Design of the Earth, there was like a movie double pack. Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. Listen to me, my Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit here, she's, blech, blah, blech. Okay. Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Godot. Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which she was fired. We did that at my work a couple years ago. I got a machete. Nice. Yeah, okay, that was a machete. Nice. We went to there was like a family gathering at one point. It was like a huge fundraiser to help like a family friend. But somebody had blacksmithed the knife. And it's and you could see it was really cool seeing the Damascus pattern. It looks really cool. Unable to face his own life, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. Ah, okay. Camping... I don't know, camping's not for me. I would get bored, and not that I would have nothing, because there would be nothing to do. And I wouldn't be on my phone. I would probably end up being on my phone all day just because I wouldn't have anything to do. But it's when you camp, it's you go to get away, but it's like there's no stores around, you know. Obviously, depending on where you camp. And I would swim, but I don't like rivers. I don't like rivers because I like how squishy the water is. She brings a machete every year. Last year we got drunk. Yesterday we got drunk and sliced beer cans in the back of the parking lot. Oh, nice! Sounds like fun. I guess, I don't know. That's cool though. And that's how the murder came about. Oh. No! Everything is falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that! Or you'll be sorry!
So now you're gonna press run on the statement, if I hadn't been wearing that, I wouldn't have been killed.
Yeah. Well, it seems. We've learned a great deal of things here, so far. What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. But Francesca's not here. Sounds it. Sounds like a lot of fun. Clearly there was a sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. Family man who cared a little too much. Yeah, I know. It's a shame. The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come on, tell us. We're all ears.
It's so fun.
Yes. That seems like one of the more fun jobs, though. Like working at like a brewery or a distillery. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Huh, I wonder what that shadow looks like. Suddenly I was hit in the forehead, and after that I remembered being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. And when he came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there dead. I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided a similar testimony. I think you spelled nose wrong. The shadow nose. No. Sorry, I'll shut up now. He said that Damask struck him in the head from behind. Of course, since Atme turned out to be a culprit himself, that was all a lie. Is that all you do is laugh? No one's gonna believe a pathetic lie like that. What are you saying? I was really attacked. We'll find out if what you say is true and not during the cross-examination. Got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cough of my special blend. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know I didn't do it.
Never do it.
No, there are certain people in this game that you know are not killers. He's one of those people. That? Could you clarify what you're referring to? Why, my Master Mask costume, of course. Wait just a moment! Master Mask? Uh-huh. Oh, did I forget to mention that before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Master Mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security. What? This is why I'm on Judge. This is why I'm on board members. Oh yes. Also, just so you guys know, you'll be hearing a lot from me and my friend when he streams with me. The judge is constantly on this thing called Horror Members. He was on Judge Tinder, but he upgraded to Horror Members. I think he's on Horror Members Premium now. Yeah, I think he's on Horror Members Premium. No. Well, we'll see how far he gets by the end of this game. Anyways, he's constantly on that, you know, since his wife left him. Looking at gavels. I mean...
That's what he does. What's a gavel?
Obviously. Nick, did you know about this? You never told us this. No, never mentioned that to me either. Even if I didn't know that, it seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry.
That's wrong with the statement.
Yeah.
Would have been killed. And then you can press him on the statement. I'd have been killed if I didn't wear my mask to mask.
Yeah.
And then trying to mess her.
I'm sorry, I just never had the chance to mention it up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes things just my sixth cup of coffee is staring at me coldly. Oh, well, Mr. Godot, if you're gonna throw coffee at us, please throw it at us when it's cold and not hot. And to shower all night to get the coffee out of my hair. At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony.
Hold it!
Why were you dressed up as Master Mask? Why, because I am Master Mask, of course. What are you talking about? Master Mask's trial is being held next door. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, at the time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Master Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him just to be safe. Oh boy. And let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with the cape. I mean, that's up to you. I don't know if those exist, but knowing the internet, it probably does exist. Do you know what that is, Rule 34? Oh, they'll turn characters and they'll just draw characters. People will draw characters crudely. Rule 34 is so much fun. Let me tell you, it's a real. Oh yeah. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected. It took a lot longer. What's he talking about? I mean, it's up to you. I don't know what exists, and I don't intend on googling what exists. What do you mean by took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught in the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullet's body. What was that? Back that shit up a second. Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Are you stupid? Oh, well, yeah. Inconceivable little shit. Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking?
Present buzzer record to the statement I panicked in the audience.
Alright. Question. Why does someone toss dirty shorts in the washing machine? What are you saying? The answer is simple. When they take them off. As usual, I have no idea what you're saying.
Miles speaks plain English.
Larry, I think, speaks more sensible English than Godot does. Actually, no, I think Godot speaks more sensible English than Larry.
I don't know about that.
It's a toss-up?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's the murderer? So you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time is really obscured. Mr. Wright, don't you mean that you knew about the whole safe business? Do you? Well, yes. Why am I the only one not in the loop here? I'm the judge of this case, and no one treats me with respect. Ooh, that's a lovely looking gavel. Witness! Make sure you add this to your testimony. Ooh, oh, the inlay on that is just gorgeous. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, looks like a storm. Looks like a storm. Like blah, 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 English. Looks like a storm front is moving over. Another judge. Pennington had the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. This is when we do the buzzer, right?
Pennington hid the body in the
Objection!
Curtains? Oh, what? These? That's so weird. Oh, you have those. Oh, okay. I thought you said you love them. Hey, Big Lots, right?
Yes.
Big Lots, gotta love it.
They do the job.
And they work. I want to get room darkening curtains for my room at some point.
Oh, okay.
Because well, that way I can kind of keep my room cooler.
Okay.
Or unless you want to make room darkening curtains.
No, not particularly.
Okay. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? And what might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects to the CEO's office to security. If the button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. Keyword! Supposed to.
Not with Larry on duty.
Not with Larry on duty. Excuse me. And according to the record, the buzzer was pushed at 1:02 a.m. What? If Mr. Roger Delight truly was the murderer, then he would have ran as soon as the buzzer sounded. After all, the security guard should have been headed his way.
Objection!
His objection voice just does not suit him. Granted, my voice for him, when I hear his voice, I think of the animated voice. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there was a security personnel in the building. Technically, there was no security personnel in the building. Larry wasn't there. Yeah, there wasn't a security person in the building, so even if he had waited. Up until a year ago, my client was working as chief of security. There's no way he would have known about that.
Objection!
But, as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was... The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser who had gotten punched in the face by his ex-boyfriend and wasn't anywhere near the vicinity was not something Mr. Delight could have known. Again, remember who we're dealing with. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't notice the buzzer going off. That buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. It is ear-piercingly loud. I know what it sounds like firsthand. Well, exactly. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious? What do you mean by that? Fine. Let's hear your theory. Okay. Gladly. Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's room, someone had attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I am willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes. Unconscious? So he fainted? That's why Mr. Delight didn't know the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had some time to hide the body. So what you're trying to say... Mr. Delight was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon after. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that that there was another person in the room. That's right. Whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and pressed the buzzer. Order in this court! Seriously, I will be taking your pointer finger soon. Mr. Wright, this is preposterous. That was this kid, Ron Delight, the one who killed King Bullard. Then who pressed the buzzer? I was the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer. when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held him long enough to press that button. Ugh. Kane Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? I need to prove that the real criminal was at the scene of the crime, but how? Can I prove it wasn't Kane Bullard? The defense's opinion is, Your Honor. Yeah, there are no fingerprints. The piece of evidence that proves that the victim sounded that it wasn't the victim that sounded the buzzer. Did I press the button? Oh, there.
Take that!
I believe this is the piece of evidence of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for. The emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it? Absolutely not. Hey, come on now. At least give us some thought to what you're saying before you open your mouth. The fact that there are absolutely no clues is the clue itself. Now I'm the one who's clueless. Judge, when are you not clueless? This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had pressed it himself, naturally, he would have left his fingerprints behind. I didn't think that was a real sprite of Godot. Ron Delight obviously wiped them off. Why would he? A guard could have come at any moment. He touched the button. I know he did. The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Master Mask. And Master Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have to have? What reason could he have possibly have to have had the button free of fingerprints? Order, order, order! For God's sakes, order! It would seem I've been forced to eat crow. I wonder what blend number crow flavor of coffee is. I love how Meyer's just so done with his shit. However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would the person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger?
Security.
What's with the awkward silence all of a sudden? It looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks. They're on to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. She has some of the best expression. Sprite, Miles had some of the best expressions too in the new sprites and Justice for All. But I'm also a little biased when it comes to Miles. The real culprit killed Mr. Boulder on 1 a.m. And then Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and the buzzer sounded. Or the sound of the buzzer. What the hell's happening? Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond? Oh yeah, no, you can clearly she's. I think Phoenix is already over his shit. This is only the second time we've seen it in court. Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say. Very well then. Oh, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent. So why do you hate me so much? To call it the security guard. The killer knew if they pressed the button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted. Do you mean the killer called the guard on purpose? Yeah, although as it turned out, he never should have. Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time. His clock? Huh. What a touching story. You're saying that the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in? No, he's not that stupid. No, I'm not. When the buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Rhonda Light, who was out cold. And the third person, the ace detective. Oh, sorry, the real killer. Hypothetically, yes. Now then, in this situation, if the real killer had made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Rhonda Light. And if any security guards came running at the time, then they would think I was the murderer. Well, I mean, technically, the girlfriend Donna called Larry. And then... So was she harassing him? She called him, and then he got punched in the face by the new boyfriend. Which, let's be honest, is probably a much better improvement than Larry. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Rhonda Light for the murder. Order! Order! Are you kidding me? I've asked for order 10 flipping times! Order! It would seem. I've been made to eat my words once again. Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with the coffee cup.
I'm guessing they're gonna ask you, who do you think it is? You're gonna...
Obviously, Godot.
Yeah.
Oh. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only Mask to Mask, so... Nick, you mean the real killer is... We're gonna drag that person here right now. But who is it? I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The real killer knew Mr. Blight's identity. And they also knew that he had been called to the KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute his well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard. Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that framed Mr. Delight for the murder of Kane Bullard?
Take that!
Detective Luke Atme. He's the only one who could have done it. Nice detective. Luke Atme? You mean Mask to Mask did it? Your Honor, the person being tried in court next to us is not Mask to Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard. Well, fair. Mutual harassment. Works for me. Order! Order! I hate my job. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Theft and murder. Which is more of a serious crime? It was Jake from State Farm. They're not even close. Murder is a more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to capital punishment. Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Atme confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, the famous detective was unmasked as well, Mask to Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was being found guilty of grand larceny. Now, that was his true objective all along. To be found guilty? Mask to Mask had been the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lowly Taylor. And in other words, being found guilty as Mask to Mask was Luke Atme's airtight, watertight, and unassailable? A guilty verdict. As an alibi? You know, it's almost time. For what? For Luke Atme's verdict. It's a pretty simple trial, after all. If we're gonna stop this trial to install one, we need to do it now. Of course! That's assuming you have proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. What? Oh. Mr. Luke Gammy's trial has been indeed attracted some attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof that he's of his true crime, Mr. Light would have left no grounds. Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal. Am I really sure about this? I bet it's only good when you have when your life's the ante. Mr. Wright, I believe in you, Mr. Delight. So please, I'm begging you. Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can you really risk your life on this? Phoenix. What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust. Take the path of trust, yes. That voice, it sounds like... Yeah? Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. So that's your answer, huh? Very well. I've decided as well. This court will take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please send Luke Gammey to the stand. Yes, Your Honor. Wait, it's only been an hour? 2 hours? Whoa, what the... Oh, sorry. Well, Sir Detective Atme, I have to say, Mr. Payne, you've performed splendidly. Oh no, Sir Detective Atme, you were the one who... That's enough. The court now sees no reason to prolong this trial. The court finds the defendant, Luke Gammey.
Oh, guilty.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Wait! Don't hand down your verdict yet, please! Well, Sir Lawyer. Welcome to my courtroom. Who's this hoser? My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke Gammey. Accusation? You accuse Mask to Mask? This man is not Mask to Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? Yeah, your eyeliner's wrong. We can probably finish up the trial.
Never expected that. I'm supposed to get away. Scott's free.
I know.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Saved.
Yes! No, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom quickly. But when we get back, we'll probably finish up this trial since we only have this last bit left, and it's still early. So, and after we finish up this trial, we'll go on to Recipe for Turnabout. So, well, we're not going to start Recipe for Turnabout. We'll start that maybe next week. But we'll finish up this trial. So I shall return. I'll see you to stretch. How many do you have left? Oh, I was gonna put the pan on. Enough?
No, actually, I only have 3 full.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I was getting hot. Okay, and we're back. My sis? I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. So then she's still alive. Inside your heart. Nicky boy! Oh, Miss Delight. Is it true that that detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definitive proof. But he's the only one that could have done it. But he wasn't Lord Lee Taylor that night. But wasn't he at Lord Lee Taylor that night? Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Atme want to kill King Bullard? Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later. That's the hope. That will happen sooner rather than later. 12:21. We're in courtroom number 6. Now then, the court is back in session. Mr. Lugami, please take the stand. Well, how do you do, Sir Lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly. I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you the perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Master Mask. I'm sorry, I'm afraid that even the great Lugami has no idea what you mean. Of course, I've been in the next courtroom since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid that there's no way I could have known what's been going on in here. You've been at the defendant's seat all day today? All day long, correct? Being tried as Master Mask? Indeed! It's truly a child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fool ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me generous rewards upon returning their own property to them. Take the red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example. So, you continue to insist that you are in fact Master Mask. Of course! Why would I not? Very well then, Lugami. Let's begin with a very simple question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., King Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time? One without knowledge lacks even knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold that against you, Sir Judge. Thanks? Alright, Mr. Atme. The day of the murder. Speak. No, that's Von Karma. We're all ears. As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. I was stealing the air as Master Mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to repair. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, it turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Master Mask was the same time as the murder. It seems that the main point of discussion will be this crime scene photo. Everything else until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret that this picture. There has to be a secret to this picture as well. Even the great Master Mask cannot be in 2 places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive. Unfortunately, huh?
No, when you cross-examine, when it goes to the testimony,
Yeah.
you're gonna present the time at which the camera captured was the same time as the murder. Press at me. Press at me on the statement. I had more than enough time. You're gonna press on the time at which. Press again on. I had more than enough time to prepare. Press again. A photograph contains no words. And choose your best.
Okay, we're gonna take it one step at a time.
Okay. Well, let me know when you're
press
ready.
all of the statements, basically?
Press, the time at which the camera captured.
First?
Is that the one you did?
No.
You haven't done anything yet.
No.
Okay. Well, when you're ready.
Okay.
When you're ready, let me know.
Well, it's like, give me numbers, because it's like, you're like going on about this, and it's like, okay.
Well, I have no numbers, because it doesn't tell me any numbers. It just says...
Well, it is more helpful than press the fifth statement.
I know, but...
Unfortunately, Mr. Atme, we still have to do your cross-examination. A fool is too foolish to know when he is a fool.
Went to school with Ben Francesca, didn't you?
Apparently. I think he's trying to say you're full of it, Nick. The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. Alright.
So you're going to press on...
I had more than enough time to repair.
Camera capture.
Hold it!
I bet the camera that took this photograph. Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking. What? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, didn't you? I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lord Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lord Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Unfortunately, for the defense, there's no way that the picture could have been altered. I see. Looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious. So South Eye's false? It has to be. Great. Couldn't have killed Mr. Buller if he was security. But I'm not really spying anything unusual. There are two possibilities. Either the mask-to-mask is the photograph is fake, or the photo itself is. Hold it! I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point. That's right. It was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. You sent the calling card to Lord Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent the card after you began your security watch, right? Indeed, there's no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target. I see, you truly are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil's what I am. Hey Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Detective Atme has always been proud of his ace detective skills, right? But the urn was stolen from Lord Taylor while he was the only one watching it. He'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. You know, that's true. It's kind of odd. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence right here, is this correct? Indeed it is. That is it, the very thing that proves I committed the crime. The very thing that proves you committed the crime. Surely even you understand that by now. Lord Taylor provided the camera, there's no way I could have tampered with it. And that means I could not have killed Kane Bullard unless I had the accomplice. Come to think of it, think long and hard about that night. Basement warehouse. The picture that's supposed to be captured. It's gotta be here. There's something funny about this picture. I'm assuming it's the Mr. Face statue for the Tommy thing. Tommy Faye. I knew it was gonna be one of those two things. Are you implying that this picture is a fake? You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night, before the theft took place. And there's something in this photo that just doesn't match up with my memory of that night. Very well, let's hear what you have to say. What is it in this photograph that you find funny? Press here.
Take that!
The funny part is, right here. Why this... Is that a blood stain? Ah, blood. Now this case is getting interesting. Not exactly, Your Honor. This is actually a pink paint. Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that. From blood to peaches, this judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. Okay, the problem with the photograph is not the paint. The problem is where you would consider the layout of the basement. It turns out something should be there is nowhere to be seen. Well, Mr. Wright, what was supposed to be in the picture instead of the paint stains?
Take that!
The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. We'll just see all this. I myself, okay, was there that night and when the theft took place, and I saw a statue in that spot. If the picture was truly taken on that night, then the statue should have been there. But when I was there, the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner. Perhaps somehow pushed accidentally. Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself, and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move that distance. In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us that rhyme and reason as to why the statue was moved that night? Can you do it, Nick? Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you prepared with your answer. Now then, who was it? Who was the one that moved the statue on the night of the crime? Oh, who?
Take that!
Okay. The one who moved the statue was none other than Luke Atney. Come now, sir lawyer. There you are again on one of your strange delusions. Mr. Wright, do you have a basis for your strange delusions? It's very simple, actually. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night. That is indeed very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue? The reason for moving a golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move the statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph. Look at me, you pretended to be mask to mask. To create an alibi by showing you were at Lord Taylor that night. But this photograph contains a fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would have exposed the cheap film would be exposed like cheap film in a drugstore. That's why you had to move the statue. A single fatal flaw? Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Just where does the picture lie? Time?
Take that!
Naturally, the lies in the photo timestamp. What does that mean? I'll tell you exactly what it means. On the night in question, Luke Gatmy went to KD Security to murder King Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious that it would have been impossible for him to be there at Lord Taylor at this time. He looks like Penguin from Gotham, in a way. Or like with his height and skinniness. What does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor, when was the statue placed besides the warehouse door? Well, the statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime, and that would have placed it, and it was placed to cover up the paint. Exactly. Luke Gatme had already decided decided on what time he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. What the? Of course, the statue hadn't been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. So on the day of the crime, Mr. Gatme must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Why? Because something wasn't supposed to be there, and he had brought down a place where it wasn't supposed to be, and that is why Luke Gatme had the statue on the day of the murder. He did it to make room to match the way he had been in the photo. Yes! Order in this court. Order in this court. Why do I even bother anymore? I'll just take the recaps in their sleep. Mr. Gatme, is this true? One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this? What's this? The data from the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off that night of the crime. It's true that the camera had been set up by the local Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage the data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Order! Order! Mr. Gudo, what is the meaning of this? Gudo, I've warned you about making me wait. Now put your coffee down! My 11th cup. I've been promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good to my last drop. However, the defense is a very good point. A good point? So what? We are all but travelers on the road with infinite points. I think he's got his points mixed up with other points. So you're trying to say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied, which is that's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by chains of maybe can never reach their dreams. That's very true. No way, don't fall for that, Your Honor. Hey, Mr. Damask. Yes? If there's no funny business in your actions as Mask to Mask, then there should be no problem. With you telling us your strategy, so let's hear it. Yes, please provide us the court with your testimony. As you planned, about your plan to steal the Sacred Urn. The Sacred Urn heist. I first received the request from Lord Lee Taylor 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box, and Zavari was sent to the warehouse. Hence why I was able to see the urn myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I had handled the security by myself to ensure that the crime would go smoothly. At last, I had the urn in my hands for the first time on October 12th at 1 a.m. Yeah,
October 12th.
I can English. I assure you.
Well, on that statement, the urn was placed in a box on Zavari, and then sent the mass calling card to the statement.
Okay. It's all pretty much stuff we've heard before, isn't it? Yeah. But we'll find the truth hidden within the nuggets of new information you gave. Witness, are you sure there's no mistakes this time? Zavari. Very well then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Calling her?
Oh, the urn, we present the calling card to the statement. The urn was placed in the box.
Okay.
Objection!
Welcome to the stream, what's up? Welcome to the drama-filled court game that...
You never know what's gonna happen.
Honestly, I don't know how Phoenix has won this many cases. Mr. Amy, if you really are masked to mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct? But of course. Is there a problem with the calling card? Allow me to read the passage from the calling card that Mask to Mask had written. Take good care of your speckled urn. Now the speckled here surely it refers to the pink pattern on the sacred urn. Yes, that is true. But so what? Truth be told, there's no way that Mask to Mask could have known about this pattern. What do you mean? The pink spouted pattern of the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains? And the stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lord the Tailor. I'm not finding this joke very funny, Mr. Trent. The day the sacred urn was taken into the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say, an error-prone human. So that's when the pink paint got on the urn. You can't be serious. And yet, this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Hatme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when the fake photo was taken. And because this photo is a fake, your alibi of the night no longer holds water. I love how calm they all look when they're like when it shows like the overview of the court. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? Nah. Humbug. Alright, I did it. He's broken. Nick, I think they're still a little too early for a victory pose. Huh? It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days. Conviction, you say? Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was Mask to Mask, and now we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle? That's a good point. No way, don't fall for that too, Your Honor! How come no one ever listens to me? You say that Luke Gammy was the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then let me ask you this. Why would he have done that? An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive might you my merry murderous motive manifest? Nick, he's getting a second wind. If he prepared an alibi and pinned the crime on Rhonda Light, as you say, he must have had a strong motive for murder. The only one with any motive here we've seen is Rhonda Light. Isn't that right, Detective? Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear. Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Now, then, maybe you can enlighten us. As what the defendant's motive was. I'd be honored to, Sir Oldtimer. They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, there's maybe our only chance. Luke Gammy had no point of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullard decided to investigate Mask to Mask simply mistook who he was. And if Mr. Bullard wrote the blackmail letter sent to Rhonda Light, if it was Mr. Bullard who harbored such a grudge against Mr. Delight for the betrayal, Mr. Bullard's mistake was quite excusable. The descendant truly believes he's Master Mask. This is why Mr. Delight saw fit to kill Mr. Kane. Truly a tragedy. So the victim, Kane Bullard, blackmailed the defendant? This is the blackmail letter found in the apartment. Handwritten, test confirms that Mr. Bullard wasn't the one who wrote the letter. What? Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your cross-examination.
Present the blackmail letter to the statement. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight.
Objection!
Objection.
Objection?
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atme? Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright. When you said the letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Contradiction? I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You're one to talk. At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you've got there, Junior? Indeed, time to man up, Mr. Wright. Show us the contradiction in the evidence, in the content of the blackmail letter.
Take that!
Yes. Now it's the newspaper clipping? Okay. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the tear of Emmenon, the stolen jewel. What about it? The problem is the jewel's color. Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Red? Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the tear of Emnon. However you say it, I don't know. That Master Mask stole at all.
Objection!
And your point is, Mr. Trite? So what you're trying to say is the blackmail letter was intended for someone else. And is that what you're trying to say, right, Trite? Is that what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright? Well, is that what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes! And this is who Kane Bullard was actually trying to blackmail. This is who... Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme. Do you have some sort of basis for your claim? You have personally been involved with every single Master Mask case. In the last case, you recovered what was stolen, and you received a jewel as your reward. A jewel? Probably the one wrapped consequently around your finger. That red diamond. That is the diamond referred to the last letter, which means that Kane Bullard wrote the letter in order to blackmail you. Order! Order in this court! For Christ's sake! I can't, and you interrupt me! It seems you've gone far from your childish pranks, Mr. Trate. I don't like the way he says that. Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke at me? Are you for real? Yes, I am. Nick, come on, stand up to him. Then answer me. Answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world. Yes, it certainly does. Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke's Atme's identity public knowledge. And I did see he wanted to keep secret. So, just what was that? Just what was identity? Amy killed King Bullard because he was afraid his secret becoming known. And what was that identity he wanted to keep secret? And this is all. It all comes down to this, Nick. This is what it all comes down to, Nick. I can English, I swear. The identity that Luke at me wanted so desperately. I can't. The identity that Luke at me wanted to keep so desperately secret was his identity as a blackmailer. Luke at me was a blackmailer.
Objection!
Hey now, that's a little different from what you've been saying. You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke at me. Are you saying that Luke at me was blackmailing? Oh, sorry. I added an extra Luke in there. Are you saying that Atme was blackmailing someone else on top of that? You have to admit it, that does sound a little odd. It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes sense. Kate Bullard was blackmailing Luke at me. But Ron Delight was being blackmailed by a certain someone. Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Ron Delight was actually mask to mask. That's what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atwood. Shh! Silence! Now I see, it's all becoming clear. What is it? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless, with a tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you... You say that I, Luke Atme, was blackmailing Ron Delight, which in any case, I would naturally know all about his relation to mask. Well, you see, Ron Delight was started receiving blackmails from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed his first crime. Good point. You certainly could have been. Couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Luke Atme know that Mr. Delight was mask to mask? Yeah.
Take that!
I think I see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received a report card, the same report card every year. Gets in lots of mischief. Trying to be the center of attention. What do you mean? The newspaper clipping. In this picture, you and Ron Delight. In this picture, it has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. It seems that Mask to Mask didn't disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in the bucket. Fireworks? Sounded like. He just took off his outfit and hid it in the bucket. That sounds too stupid to be true. Correct. Which tricks like that he couldn't fool a baby, let alone a nice attorney. And that's when you figured out. That's when you figured it out, Mr. Atme. That's when you learned under the mask to mask was really Ron Delight. What the? Was this supposed to be? Wasn't? A slimy blackmailer. Why you? How dare you expose me like that? Why I mean, I never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective, and also mask to mask. Why can't you understand that? Because it's a load of bullshit? I'm afraid that you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. What? You? How dare you imply such a... Oh. Cool, my watch finally got back to normal time. It would seem we finally arrived to the real answer. That was quite a performance by Mr. Atme. Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme.
Objection!
The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim. What do you mean? I've already prepared to deliver my ruling. Let me say one more thing. I will be the one to judge. You don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Wright. What do you... It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer, and that he wasn't Lordly Taylor that night of the murder. That's right. That's why he was the one that killed Mr. Bullard. But there's still one thing you've yet to prove. What's that? Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. Nope, no way. Order in the court. Well, Mr. Wright, that's it. This is the final round. How to prove that Abby was at Mr. Bullard's office that night? Wait, can you really prove that? That's long enough, Mr. Wright. I want to hear your answer. That night, Luke Atme was at KB Security, and the defense... No. I can't prove it. Doesn't sound like thunder. It doesn't sound like thunder. Just as I thought. But if we hear more of Detective Atme's testimony...
Objection!
Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite. What do you mean? I won't allow any more testimony. That's what I mean. What? Haven't you forgotten Luke Atme is here after all we interrupted his own trial? And you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for the witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as mask to mask. No. Well, now, sir lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Ron Delight's will verify that he is a true murderer. I declare the full force of ace detectiveness. Order in the court. It's enough deliberation over this witness. Can I have order for 5 minutes? That'd be great. I can't believe this. That's right, Ron is. Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence, and by then it will be too late. Huh? Why? Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules in any court of law. Double jeopardy? Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, the defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. That is the fundamental rule of all courts, and it applies to the witness as much as it applies to anyone else. Mr. Atme will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means he will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned. Wait. The fact that you weren't able to prove Mr. Atme's guilt of the crime this year means that he will never be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer. Ugh. There's nothing I can possibly do to win, even if Ron proclaimed that he's innocent. The real killer, Luke Atme, will go free. You have cross-examined every statement the witnesses made here today. As long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid that I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atme. think I see it. Your Honor, when were you a child? When you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result. Huh? How did you... Phoenix, raise your head high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. That voice. No way. Long time no see, Phoenix. Yeah. This is the true power of the crying channel indeed. I know that's really Maya who's standing before me. But right now, it's my mentor in the FA. Now, let's do this. Wait, there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine. Not yet. The testimony's not over yet. What do you mean? Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness made here today. Yes, that's true, but unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, the witness made a number of remarks. Yes, but those comments appear to have no importance whatsoever. Very well, then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is all right with you, prosecutor? Is something the matter, Mr. Godot? Nothing. Oh, Sir Lawyer, so it looks like you're a step too late. You think such falsehoods will do anything to me, Luke? Let's hear it. Huh? It's true the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear the last bit of cross-examination. Mr. Godot, what are you? Very well then. Very well then, Mr. Luke Atme. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declare the defendant to be the true murderer. So please give us one last bit of testimony.
Press Atme on the statement Mr. Wright was wearing his mask and mask outfit, which is why he left no prints.
Hold on. Phoenix, this is our absolute last chance. Yes, Chief. Okay, what was it?
You're gonna press him on the statement Mr. Delight was wearing his mask and mask outfit, which is why he left no prints.
Yes, okay. Indeed, it's true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see another vitally important job request. I had known about the day beforehand, so I had the photograph ready. My brilliant detection was informed that the true culprit was Master from the light. Thanks to the key card and the wallet, I was absolutely clear he was there. I was also able to make the deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints. Why? The victim would have left no prints as he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter was most likely just mistook for the color of the jewel. Zavari. Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy. That testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well. The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them have seemed to contradict anything. But of course. But how did you know about the emergency buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me. I always overlook the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer. Are you gonna make it even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer? I will not allow any of the usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. We cannot postpone Luke Atme's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Hang on a second. Just one chance? It seems the party's about to begin. Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts his testimony. So it would seem. What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. And that's all there is to it. Cup number 17, the last cup. It seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial. After finding a fatal contradiction in this testimony, I need to point out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it. Remember, you only get one chance. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination. Mr. Atme, about that last remark.
Objection!
You still don't get it, do you? Trite. This isn't a time to be pressing the witness on every little statement. I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot. What? Mr. Atme, you seem to have finally admitted that you were at the CEO's office on the night of the murder. How could you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atme? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Wright was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. Is that correct? Indeed, that's what I said. My detections are absolutely foolproof. More like your detections are proof you're actually a fool. I'm sorry, whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty. When exactly did you learn the fact? When exactly did you learn that fact? Ron DeLay was just as mask-to-mask when he went to the scene of the crime. That was, it was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. That's right. The defendant had to tell anyone the fact before this morning. Therefore, the only person who should know things are those who are watching this trial. Do you understand now, Mr. Detective Atme? There's no such way. There is no way you should have known about that. Eesh. You were in the next courtroom, being tried as mask-to-mask. So then enlighten us. How did you know that information? How do you know that piece of information? What? Well, come on. The detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand. And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. DeLay was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. And there's only one and only one way for the detective Atme to have found that out. Only one? One way, you say? Please recall, if you will, Mr. DeLay's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer. But Mr. DeLay never saw his attacker. There was no way to tell whether or not the real killer was the guy. He has a pretty standout shadow. And with that statement, I'll turn this case on its head. Just what are you implying? Mr. DeLay saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it also stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron DeLay. Impossible. Detective Atme, you saw mask-to-mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron DeLay. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. That was him? Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my own genius, I was forced to create my own by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. That's the same line you gave yesterday. But I think this one's a little more. This one has a little more meaning behind it this time. But does it? What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Willard was blackmailing Luke at me, who in turn was blackmailing Ron the Light. Say that 10 times fast. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke at me tried to frame Ron the Light, and then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime. In the end, he came up with this plan to use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. Oh, that's your on. At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth. Excuse me? I came perilously close to... Don't ignore me! Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he be? About the verdict. I know, you've never committed any murder. That's right! I'm so glad you understand that, but... I really am Master Mask! Huh? It's nice that yesterday I'm innocent now, right? What was that you said? Double jeopardy? Now that you mention it, I've been careless. Careless? What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. The defendant can never be tried twice for the same crime once found innocent. Then, Master Mask is really innocent? It would seem so. For now. For now? Now then, this court finds the defendant not guilty! What a whirlwind. Boy, that was really lucky. Wait, this isn't, after all, you see, the thing is, I'm still Master Mask. 3:30. You did it, Phoenix. Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days. You mean about beckoning? Becoming the master of Crime Village? Please hold. About becoming the master of crime? Master means saying goodbye to our mother. This is right, right? Watch over her, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. Oh yeah. Mr. Wright! I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though, after what happened. Come on, just be happy already. Maya. You've been cleared of all charges, and you got off as Master Mask, to boot. But in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? Stealing the security information at KB Security to become Master Mask. I did it all for one reason, for her. And... You mean your wife, Desiree? She hates criminals more than anything. Now to think of it, she was once a lust for robbers, wasn't she? She's always said how she hates sneaky criminals. I know that. I knew that. But once I got fired from security and I lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure. So that's why you became Master Mask. Yes, but it's all over now. The broken mold can never be put back together. That's not true, right, Nick? Oh yeah, this is where it comes up here. Right. Really? Welcome to the stream, what's going on? How's your day then? Oh, we can go back to the way things were? You'll be fine, Nick can prove it. I can? I kinda wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even a bowl is broken. There's always a way to put it together.
Take that!
That sacred urn! Desi was the one that found this. Desiree, your wife, she always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. There you are! Miss Delight. You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. Thank you. I appreciate that, but, I suppose you don't want anything to do with me now, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on sooner? I had no idea you quit KB Security. I never imagined you really were that mask either. Miss Delight, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not gonna really leave him, are you? Come on, isn't it obvious? It's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like Ronnie get away? After all, my bike's really fast. He's so fast, there's no way he could ever get away. But I thought you said you hated criminals. Oh, I only hate the people who act cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective. I see? And my Ronnie went and declared the crimes before he committed them like a man. I just love a man who is so chivalrous. Chivalrous? Or I think I'm saying that right. I know. I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desi. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you? Nicky boy. Yes? I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh, well, take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. I can feel my face going red again. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, congratulations! Talk about bad timing. Again. Mr. Nick, how could you? With another man's life, in front of Mystic Maya. No, you got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Never, ever.
Put the sleeves up. I'm getting out of business here. So just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Poor Pearl.
Poor Pearl?
Yeah, poor Pearl. Misunderstanding.
She is 9. I love her. She's yeah. Make sure you guys check out Prius. Ron said a broken Ron said a broken bolt can never be put back together, but I know it's not true. I mean, just look. Here's the perfect example of that. Of what's put back together is even better than before. The stolen turnabout comes to a close.
A new episode has been added. Is this Maggie?
Yes.
No.
Alright, we'll start the trial, but then I'm gonna end it here. That's enough! This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, and the case is extremely clear. I see no reason for misinformation of facts. It wasn't me! I swear it wasn't me! The evidence and testimony we've heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at the table, he drank with coffee. No, you're wrong! I know what I saw! I saw! I saw someone else there! A man! He's the real killer! Why won't anyone believe Well, I'd say it's pretty much wraps up this case, wouldn't you? Mr. Wright? The court finds the defendant guilty. The court is adjourned. Given with what...
I mean, I know what goes on, and I know...
I don't know how they confuse them. Ah, Godot, the ever-persisting one. Mia Fey and Maya Fey.
Still don't know his age.
Alright, so we're gonna save the game. We'll see you guys next time. So we'll be back Monday. Sunday night or Monday morning. I haven't decided quite yet. Are they all done?
I was stretching my fingers.
Yeah, I know. So yes, we'll be back Sunday night or Monday. Not sure which yet. We'll figure it out as we go. But we finished. We finished Turnabout. The Stolen Turnabout. Did you guys know it was Luke Acme? I had a feeling when I first watched the anime case, like the anime with this case in it. I'm like, there's something fishy about him, and I thought he just stole the urn. And I'm like, oh no, it makes sense that you also took the board. Like there was just something very fishy about him that like I knew he was involved. So. Usually I kind of know. Yeah, usually I kind of get like a feeling of who it is. Like with Demon Zan in Rise from the Ashes, I knew he was involved. Like there was just something, like even when you first meet him in court, or like when you first see him in general, there was just something so eerie about him. Like there's like not eerie, but it was like there was something weird about him. Like, you know, just something weird. That's all. There was something fishy about him. Like you're involved somehow. My gut's telling me that you are somehow involved in this. But, so I knew he was involved. And then with Turnabout Big Top, I knew Acro was involved. Like, because well, one, he hadn't been in court yet, but I'm like, he has to be involved. If we haven't met him yet, like, there's just something like there. I'm telling you, the acrobat did it because we hadn't met him yet. Just fishy stuff all around. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next couple of days. I have to work at 7 tomorrow morning, so fun times for me. Yeah, if you guys are new, make sure you hit follow. We'll see you guys next time, and enjoy the rest of your night. Join my Discord. Follow me on all the links there. I have to update that. But, yeah, I have to add TikTok and stuff to it. Anyways, have a good night. We'll see you guys all next time.